This episode of Dungeons and Dorkheads is brought to you by Green Man Gaming. Head down to the link below to get some fantastic deals on video games and shop with confidence, knowing that every game on this site comes directly from publishers and you get a fantastic deal in the process. Not only that, this video is also brought to you by XSplit. Head down to the other link down there and get in on the fantastic family of products that XSplit has to offer, including XSplit Broadcaster, which is a fantastic program for live streaming, video recording, and even making this video that you're watching right now. Head down to the link below. And let's not forget, this show wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for the great people making Foundry Virtual Tabletop. Head down to the link below. Foundry Virtual Tabletop is perfect for all of your virtual tabletop needs. It's very easy to set up, very easy to mod, very easy to get all of your game systems working, including D&D 1st Edition, D&D 5th Edition, Pathfinder, Fallout Pen and Paper, even Bunkers and Badasses. Head down to the link below and try out Foundry Virtual Tabletop absolutely free. And last but certainly not least, we need to give a big shout out to the folks at ForgottenAdventures.net for their dedication to the craft of map-making assets, virtual tokens, battle maps, Clip Studio brushes, and builder packs, all available on ForgottenAdventures.net. Link down below in the description.
Are you good?
Yes, we're on.
I'm good.
Okay. So, continuing from where we left off, jumping over to Dante and Sandra, you wake up within the inn, and was there anything you wanted to do in Vaudeville Lumbers?
Fuck, I'm hungover.
Say not that I can think of.
Alright, so you can go ahead and
I guess I would have already told them, like, everything that went on and that, people should eventually be able to come back home and everything.
Alright.
Just being informative as I go along.
The townsfolk are ecstatic at the concept that the war is over, they can stop worrying, and the soldiers are going to be returning home soon so that they can get back to what was once their normal life. And if there wasn't anything specific, then you will be making your way
Making our way downtown.
Yes.
Making your way. You make your way to Chala's Path and into Urkror. So, I'm trying to see, the one road that I did not name is the road that you're taking. So...
No Name Road.
Yep. The nameless road of...
Wild Walk. It's right next to the wilderness.
Regardless, you finally make your way to Urkror, and similar to the Vaudeville Lumberers, there's a specific lack of people. It's almost a bit eerie. There's still people, civilians going around. There's the smell of baked good and fresh meat in the air. You do get there a good portion into the night, but once you are there, the lingering smell of the city and the hustle and bustle from the day still wafts, and you are able to go to the Capitol building, which is, while similar to the capital of Boud Verdot, does have there are more open sections, we should say. they're interior and exterior, and a lot of locations that, the training area is specifically only that one wall. The other walls aren't there. There's just the blanking on what the name is. The overhang, the canopy, the ceiling.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
But you make your way there, and while the staff that typically retained you are ecstatic to see you, they do inform you that Sutha has gone to bed for the night. You have arrived past her bedtime. She is sleepy sleep.
Dante, the minute he's told, just goes, ah, very exaggerated.
You okay?
I love her. I want to see her.
Okay, but I guess I'll have to wait till the morning.
Can we can we get you anything in the meantime? A cut of meat, a drink.
I love meat.
We have goat shank.
I want to
Yes.
get drunk again, please.
Mother. You need to stop.
It's a good day. Let me
Okay,
celebrate.
okay, fine.
So it does not take long for staff to bring out a goat shank, some bread, a almost like a root-based porridge, and made of, it has almost a purplish tint to it, with being made of potato and a almost taro-like root that grows within the forest nearby. Dante, you're used to eating this. Sandra, you're not entirely used to. You're used to some, foreign foods. Purple typically isn't in them enough to raise an eyebrow, but sufficient enough. It is a hearty, filling porridge if you wish to partake.
I love it.
There is grog, there is wine, and the staff does their best to have a 1 a.m. meal prepped for you at last notice.
Again, I'm so sorry, you guys, that this is so last minute, but at the very least, we have very good news. And, come the morning, we can, all discuss it, and I can let you guys know what happened.
We won.
Yes, that is the gist of it. We won.
She's drunk again.
One of the bugbears, the one who's typically in charge of cleaning, she looks at you and says, "Oh, that's great to hear. Will we be seeing our soldiers again soon? My husband went with you."
I say, I haven't seen all of who did not make it and who did, but soon enough, once we can get word around to, the other, cities, and get more people on top of making sure Orzur is safe, we have quelled it of anything that is still lingering there. Slowly but surely, as people are healing and getting strong and able to come back home, we will see then how many we have remaining. I haven't been able to get a good gauge on the number.
The maid pulls a cleaning cloth from their apron pocket and starts wiping their brow. It's like, by the stars, I hope that he's okay.
I really hope so too. I didn't get to have a look around and try to see everybody. It was a lot of people, and we tried to get here as quickly as we could.
I can understand, Chieftain. You've already cleared the city before too much time had passed. You were making quick work reuniting our lands.
I'm still very sorry it couldn't have come sooner, but at the very least, it won't feel so empty here in the near future once everybody can get back home.
Yes, yes. We look forward to the day. And they excuse themselves and continue cleaning, cooking, etc., waiting for your plates to be finished so that they can take them away.
Well, no worries. Dante makes quick work of his.
Oh yes, you destroy that goat shank. Doesn't matter that it was reheated. It was previously spiced to perfection, and you expect nothing else from your death.
I was gonna say, as someone who eats raw meat, he doesn't care. He's just like, yeah.
Food, meat stuff, let's go. Alright, was there anything else that you wanted to do during this night?
Did I ever tell you I love wine?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have.
Okay, cool.
Just, you know, I think I've noticed by now.
Sandra has already
just
passed
pats
out.
her on the head.
Sandra
I
has-
don't get how you can drink that stuff though.
She has already passed out.
Dante just sighs. All right, I guess it's bedtime.
The two of you retire to
If by retire I mean
bedroom.
I throw her into a bed somewhere because she's fucking out.
you
Big
yeet the
strong
drunk
arms.
and go within your bath, which they have a large fanciful bath for you that you had previously requested and they had built, so you are able to sleep underwater.
Yay, I knew they would. They're so sweet.
Mhm. So, the party arriving in Boudreaux, was there anything in specific you wanted to do as it is a little bit of a trek to get from Boudreaux to the port. It's not exactly a port, sees how it's like roughly half an hour to an hour away. A very frequent trade path, no worries about being mugged along the way. But still a decent portion. They have some rudimentary docks made, and with a merchant vessel like yours, they've probably seen this ship before. Some of the dock workers ask you the necessary question, how's the war going, when's everyone coming back, etc., etc. And they obviously aren't going to charge you for anything or ask anything of you, being that you are the chieftain. Was there anything you wanted to do before getting into Boudreaux proper?
Well, now that we're here, anyone need to do anything?
Maybe.
What?
We made it. You're the one captaining. How did you captain the sleeping?
I zone out whenever I'm piloting a
She's
ship.
so good
Well,
I was
at
gonna
it.
say,
zone.
Do
I
it
was
in her
say,
sleep.
didn't you know, Zach? The way you did it was because you had no choice and you started having anxiety and panicked, and therefore manned it properly the entire way.
It's
Oh,
fine. The mayor got in the
like
zone.
the power of friendship.
Also, IRL, I was just doing something else while the other scene was happening.
Yeah. But we made it.
Cool.
What do we have to do in here besides just the government stuff?
Probably sleep.
Buy
a bit,
stuff if you like.
And
Oh yeah, fucking Zach's gonna commandeer some of the ship workers and pay them off to like repaint the ship to Jestery colors.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Get
that
look
underway.
around for the missing soldiers that were gone.
We're just gonna
to the left
chill.
side of,
Yeah.
Reserve.
So, to do a full paint, they would have to service the ship, which, they can very rudimentary, accent the ship on the upper portions, but to get a full painting, they would have to pull the ship ashore and debarnacle it, get the hull nice and clean, have it be dry, and then would be able to paint it, which it would take about 3 days.
I think we got
And-
time, considering we just sort of
We'll be
did
there
one
in
of
like
the fastest
2.
journeys across that they did while they're dry walking.
So it would cost good like 200 gold pieces to do that if you're hiring a full crew to move everything off, pull it ashore, get it painted, get it put back in the water, and make sure it's a seaworthy vessel, have everything cleaned and maintained.
What do you think, Demir? You want to TLC the ship or not?
Sure. It's going out of your
Yeah.
pocket, though, right?
Yeah.
She grins.
All
Honk.
right, so yeah, you pay the kind folk, and no one can stay on the ship during this portion. They start grabbing and hoisting it ashore after emptying it, and it will be a process that you
Demir
don't need to
oversees
be
every bit of it.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you it's pretty standard affair. Someone does almost get rolled over by the ship at one point, but they're fine, nothing to worry about.
They didn't damage the ship, did they?
No, if anything, it would have just miscolored a small portion temporarily.
That might have cost more money.
Oh my god.
I mean, not to you. So, Zach, you make your way into Boudverdeau, and you are greeted by the city watch, and hang on, I am. Alright. So, you make your way in. It's morning when you actually go in, and once again, smell of the cooking food and baked goods wafts through the air. You make your way, I'm assuming, towards the Capitol building, yes?
Yes, though maybe a small detour to check if the magic guy is selling sending stones. I have an idea. A way to communicate with my guy, with my my government while I'm fucking gone.
Alright,
Maybe a couple of them even for Dante.
so you go to the Mystic Magics Emporium,
Yeah.
which is actually on the way to the town square and your Capitol building.
Amazing.
Opening the door, you see Crindus Sparkle Showers behind the counter, conversing with what looks to be an adventurer who is looking at a magic blade. As Crindus notices you enter, they say some quick words to the adventurer, give a smile, and say, welcome back. How can I assist you, Chieftain?
Honk. Yeah. Do you got any sending stones?
Of course. They reach under the table, pull up a box, and you can see the glass surface of the top of the box. There are 2 sending stones within. The adventurer turns around and kind of gawks at you a little bit, but Crindus, opening the lid, is just like, yes, I would be able to give you a fine discount, 750 gold pieces.
Do you happen to have a second set as well? I'd be willing to pay full price on those if necessary.
Roll a d20.
Honk. Let me get out my freaking keyboard. 1d20.
Why is the keyboard not in front of you?
Because my hands were busy fiddling with dice.
They do.
Yes. Alright. Hoggers, as they say.
Yes. Hoggers.
Alright, so how much will that come out to?
1,500.
Very well. Zach pays them.
They smile, accept the payment, stick it inside their cash box. The adventurer that you can see the signs of a rookie adventurer. They have some decent half plate on, and the short sword that they're looking at, their pouch of coin is, at the time, it looks like they might be able to afford this item, and they're just seeing you whipping gold bars out of your bag of holding and setting them on the table, and they're just like looking between you and the money in your bag and you, and it's just a casual display of wealth. And they kind of, lean away and continue looking at the sword, but they know they're outclassed.
Oh,
Is there anything else I could help you with?
actually, do you
How
have a
much
bag
was
of
it for
holding?
the cannon? Just out of curiosity.
The cannon.
Oh my god,
That
no.
is
Yes.
that novelty. I mean,
Yes, it's for a gift.
well, it is a rare thing, but
Zach looks at them, mirth in their eyes.
they are, well, I can't really say they're a restricted item since you are the one who would be placing the restrictions. I might be able to part with it for, say, 8,000 gold.
It will be worth it for the Japery. Yes, Zach's gonna pull out a couple of trade bars. Try to figure out how to fucking deal with these enumerations.
The adventure just goes slack-jawed, and Crindus's smile just gets wider.
Crindus.
Of course it does. Just made
A great
boatload
day
of
for
money.
business.
You stack the trade bars on the table, and Crindus walks over and says an incantation, and the cannon shrinks down into what looks to be a glass bead that plinks onto the floor, picks it up, walks over, hands you the bead. Just shatter that, and it will deploy the cannon. Easy transportation. Might as well throw that in as a treat.
Thank you.
Only useful once, though. Once you break it, the cannon's just there.
Of course. And then just, Zach's just gonna head over to the adventure and just whisper to them, if you fucking try anything in my town, I will have you flogged.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
Yeah, here we go.
Are you
The money
intimidating?
advantage.
Yes.
They
This is the
just
fucking clown.
Hog.
Oh my god.
they gulp, set the sword down, tell Crindus to have a nice day, and walk out. Face white.
Wow, Zach, you scared him.
Just
completely.
ruined this man's whole
Thank you for
career.
your business, Crindus.
Oh, do you have a bag of holding?
I should have a bag of holding here.
How many bags of holding do we need?
More.
Well, I don't
Out of
have
character,
one.
they are quite useful.
Yeah,
Yes.
how many platinum? How much platinum does it cost for a bag of holding?
Quick looking it up.
Hmm.
It here. God, this is why I hate 5e. Just give me the fucking bag of holding cost.
An amount.
Isn't
So-
it like 5,000?
Eat according to the Game Master guide for a basic bag of holding is 500 gold pieces.
Huh.
So that would be
Neat.
50 platinum. Okay.
I added an extra 0.
Let me just subtract that from my money account.
If you need it, I can help you with that. If you don't
Oh
have
no,
enough.
I got 200 platinum back at the
Just offering. I wasn't sure how much you had, that's why.
And you said 50 platinum, so I'm done on the 50. Okay.
So you also acquire a bag of folding. Was there anything else I could help you with today?
Nothing really. That was it. I just needed some stuff to hold, an item to hold my stuff. So yeah.
Well, if that was all, then both of you have a magical day. And
We will.
as they smile, you see just a sparkle on the teeth that very obvious is a minor illusion to make them just that much more trustworthy.
What a wonderful day to support your local businesses.
Yep. So, with that, you continue your way towards the town square, which is easy enough.
Alright.
You can see the streets still with a good amount of bustle in them, but certainly deteriorated. There's only half the amount of stalls that there usually are. So there's still kebabs being made and people hawking some minor accessories. You can see a couple more out-of-towners. A good amount of people with cloaks that you can see the hoods are pulled down, that not terribly hard to identify them as an out-of-towner thief. It seems that certainly the town has attracted a certain attention. But was there anything you wanted to do in the town square before you jump into the capital?
Nah, Zach's just gonna head to the capital.
Great. You make your way on in, and it looks like sitting at the throne table in front of them, still munching on some food while reading, you can see your Shaman Urkal.
Honk.
There you are, Zach. It has been a bit of time. Has the war gone well?
As effective as we could be considering they had been an advantage for a while and the city had been seized much more than we'd expected, but things have been resolved. Dorzur is currently in shambles, though I'm sure it'll be back on its feet eventually.
Yes, with that occurrence, certainly first time that something that large has happened in my days, but apparently there have been town-wide threats in the past. Most records do not go that far back, though. But, that being said, we should be expecting troops to be returning in the coming days?
Yes, eventually. We were able to get a bit more order in the city after, at least. I believe Urkror was more in charge of it at the time, though I do expect us to have to work together with them in the future, at least Budverdo as a faction.
Yes, and I assume that you and the chieftain have now been well acquainted after your escapade into Orzur together.
Yes.
Excellent.
In fact, we're planning on heading out whenever they arrive back here. So for that, I was able to acquire for you one out of part of a set of sending stones, the other which I'll keep, so that we could keep in touch while you help administrate while I'm out. Maybe keep a bit more in touch than the last chieftain was.
An excellent idea.
And Zach's going to hand over one of those sending stones.
I will make great use of it. I thank you, my chieftain.
Do try to jockey for some of the, let's say, war reparations gold from Orzur with the Urkrorians. We did lose a lot of troops in the battles, and, well, we do need to refurbish much of the defensive army.
Yes, to be expected, but certainly if the has Orzer completely fallen?
Last we checked, I would say the entirety of the army was just to say killed just to get to the point. I believe a lot of their nobility, or at least those with enough money, were able to hide out in some locations, but for the most part, it's under the control of the armies.
Well, if much of the populace has perished, then a good amount of the coin can go back into our community.
Mm-hmm. Well, of course, we'll be helping them rebuild, though a bit of rebuilding has to happen all around. Yeah.
Yes. Well, if... And what of you?
Well, as mentioned, we'll be heading out on a ship at some point towards Sylvania to see where we can go with that. We were able to commandeer a ship, get some amount of seed money to fund the adventures with.
You're planning on going to Albania?
Yes. Just look into some things for our wizard friend, or cleric friend, actually. They do read a lot, so it's easy to mix that up for me.
Interesting. Well, I do hope Nicholas finds what they're after.
Mm-hmm. That I only ask that you cooperate with the delegations from Urkror, and we do a bit more to avoid another Illithid disaster in the future.
Understandable. We certainly shall work closely together.
All right, I'm going to go look at how the ship refurbishing is going, and it's our crew's mostly out there. Part of our crew's left back there.
Know that your town is in good hands with your shaman. I have
Thank you.
run the town quite a bit in the past days, so it is truly old hat for me. But if you are leaving so soon, then safe travels, Chieftain.
Thank you. And unless there's anything else Nicholas is going to do, Zach's going to head out. Or whoever else. Yeah, Nicholas or...
So...
If the followers need anything, they need to do as well. Zach's just going to spend the days in Boudreaux while we're waiting for the ship to get repainted anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like I said, it is going to be 3 days.
Yep.
So, all of you have a bit of time. Are you dismissing any of your followers, or are you going to be keeping them with you?
If they're willing to stick around, yeah, Zach's keeping them. These 3 definitely. It's up to Nicholas if they want to keep Throg. I mean, not Throg. Throg. That's his name.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll keep throwing.
Throg. I mean,
Hey.
Since it's like 3 days, I can press the long rest button a couple times, right?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. We should have done that because we took an entire day passed on the boat, didn't it?
Yep.
Press that
Well,
long rest
pressing
button,
that button.
everyone. Woo.
I will say that
I'm also fixing Gizmo in the course of all this.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, do that.
right.
Gizmo rises once more. Glorious Gizmo.
Where's that button? Where is that button?
I guess since we're gonna
It's
be
right underneath the hit dice.
resting a couple of days, I can get my stars back.
Ah.
so. I will say, both Throg and Gree would prefer to stay in Boudreaux.
Oh, okay, then I'll let Thark stay here then.
Throg is a soldier and has
Agree.
Gree does have family that needs to be taken care of.
True.
Extended family, but family nonetheless. Throg has a direct family, and Throg while enjoying the armor and all that, has a job that they return to and will continue. If you need to call upon them in the coming days, then you certainly may. Torn and Rajal, they also spend time with their families, but they are also your retainers, so they will be more than happy to... I mean, they can't really return to their job without returning to you, since you are their job. So, a lot of them, the NPCs, will disperse, have a couple of drinks at the tavern together in the couple of days they're still in town, and with that, was there anything else that you all want to do in Boud Verdot?
Anyone else? Aside from me? Aside from just vibing and having great times, I would presume. Anything important you'd want to do in Doom Brew?
Guess we should look around. It's the most I can think of.
I mean, is there anything in specific that you're looking for?
Oh.
Because, like, you're free to explore the town.
I guess just maybe to check a little bit on if some of the guys that left from the left side of Orzur are here or not. Since we don't know what happened to them.
Didn't they turn to goo?
I don't know. Maybe. Never got a clear answer on that. So.
Well, they're certainly not in Boud Verdot. That is something that you are able to confirm.
Yep.
Okay then.
Zach's just going to purchase some more health potions using the ridiculous amount of gold they've gotten.
Alright, so...
I don't know what a reasonable number would be to outfit themselves and their minions with, but yeah.
So I will say at 50 gold pieces a pop, there are 20 health potions that you can buy. I'm trying to remember what the greater health potion cost.
If necessary, I'm down to just buy them later, since this is being an in-betweener session, really.
So...
Or like, consider how many were bought with here, of course.
I fucking hate D&D. Alright, so apparently
Thank you for saying that on our D&D show.
I will forever shit on Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition for not having the proper rules available.
You okay there?
Yeah, I'm okay. I just my ear.
Ah.
So, I swore that potions costed a different amount, but apparently greater healing potions are 1,000 gold pieces,
Yeah.
superior are 500, and supreme are 1,350 gold pieces. There are no supremes, but you can get 5 greater and 3 superior.
I'm so confused why it's like, oh yeah, potion of healing 50 GP, and then it's like the other ones aren't listed. Fuck.
Yeah,
yeah.
I know, right?
I found potion of greater healing in Foundry.
We're just gonna. I think I'm just gonna leave the
150.
potion buying to the downtime between sessions.
Okay.
That's gonna
Pure
dealing with the
healing,
items is gonna be annoying.
450, and supreme healing is 1,350.
Aside from that, we're just gonna rest, recover, eat heartily. Zach is
Alright.
gonna. Since if Gree wants to stay, Zach is okay with that. Just with the request that Gree help foster the clownery along there among the
people.
town, among the peoples of Boud Verdot, and see if we can get it spreading out beyond that as well. Of course,
Hey, give
keep
you a
safe.
thumbs up.
Yeah, you get it.
So, jumping back to Dante, the morning does come. You are able to speak with Sutha, who, when And you initially meet Sutha. She runs over and gives you a big hug.
Dante is absolutely shocked and just immediately picks up and spins her in absolute excitement.
You have returned.
So I've missed you so much.
Oh, you know that I have been doing well on my own.
I know, but you work too hard. You work too hard.
Well, it is the responsibility of the shaman.
I know, to be expected. But at the very least, I come bearing very good news in that we have taken care of Orzur and the war is done.
Oh, may the ancients be blessed.
There was some great evils up there though. 2 dragons and then a eldritch horror beyond imagination. So it was something else, but hey, it's taken care of and people are slowly, getting, back on their feet and hopefully soon enough we'll be able to have everybody coming home.
Oh, that is great news to hear. I'm assuming Fangel will be in Orzur for a bit.
You should have seen her body pile. You
I'm-
should have seen it.
I'm sure she'll tell me all about it when she returns.
Yes, most definitely.
Well, was there anything that you wanted to tell me, or?
Yes, actually, I am going to need to continue my travels as there's a lot more evil out there. And we've so far chased out the evil here, and unless it comes back, I need to move on to the next place to find the next great evil to take down at the hands of my fucking fists.
Well, sounds like you have a chieftain's job ahead of you.
I'm gonna do my best out there, but I'm gonna miss you guys greatly. Maybe I can get a sending stone for you guys here. Otherwise, I will send letters.
I look forward to reading them, and no worries. We'll be forming the council like you asked.
Okay. I don't want you working too hard, and I figure I don't want it to all fall into one person's shoulders. Between, between the two of them, Rowasha and Morimir, I think between the two of them, Medcon and Ukor should be plenty taken care of.
Of course. We'll do your best to make you proud, chieftain.
I know you will. Just don't push yourself too hard, alright?
No, make sure that they stay in line as well.
Of course, of course. Otherwise, I will miss you greatly, and I had to come back and say goodbye and bring the news before I was on my way.
Of course. Well, safe travels, chieftain.
Thank you. Hopefully, I will see you again in the future.
So, was there anything else that you wanted to do in Ukror?
Not that I can immediately think of. I think we managed to get everything nice and set up.
Alright, so
So
I
there's a
will...
stick to light
Other than
the moon.
hopefully, well, I'm guessing once we get to Boud Verdot, I'm gonna have them send a sending stone back to Ukror so I can have contact with them.
Yeah, I was thinking we're gonna have to get a runner to do that, aren't we?
There's couriers. Couriers
Yeah,
do their
just,
thing. There's already going to be a lot of currying going around all of these cities because of everything going on.
Yeah. Just,
Yep.
Yep.
Otherwise,
So,
one last big bear hug and goodbye for my Sutha.
yeah, so with the hugs exchanged and the plans set in place so that towns can be ruled in your stead while you have your majestic adventures, you do take some striders to make quick work of the travel back and are able to make your way to Boud Verdot and rejoin the party after only 2 days.
What is a strider?
It is a large...
It is a very
hog.
nerdy boy.
Yep.
Yes.
Cringe must.
It is a mix between a hog and a wolf that you see pulling carriages frequently wagons, carriages, etc. Some, not a lot of horses in the Orklands, so
Sandra is terrified the whole time.
as she normally is.
You poor prey
I
animal.
don't know how to ride!
It's okay.
Oh, you're not riding.
What?
You're not riding. You're taking a cart.
Oh, that's okay then. Never mind. Alright, in that case, oh god, I'm hungover again.
You have a problem.
I need you to help me.
What do you want me to do? Keep you away from the alcohol?
Yes.
Well, I'll try. I don't know how easy that's going to be. I don't know where the hell you keep pulling the shit out of.
Okay. Good. I pat Dante on the head.
If I was standing, you couldn't.
Alright, so the party conglomerates. You have a day in Boudverdeau to enjoy. Is there anything in specific before everyone hops back on the boat and goes sailing?
I got you a fucking rock.
Bro, I love rocks.
Sandra catch, Zach just sort of...
Whoa.
Wait, do sending stones break? Just sort of lobs it at her gently.
Better hope that bitch can catch.
It's like the underhanded toss at Sandra. If you miss this, you're a disgrace to rangery.
Okay, it's a rock.
It's a sending stone, you dumb.
Also, I just realized something I
Who
wanted
has
to do
the
in
other
these
one?
3 days.
It's both of them, actually.
Oh shit.
Yeah, get one of them out. Okay, look. You're wait, fuck. This is for Dante. But, like, you're basically the same anyway. Look,
What?
just this is for helping her grow out, okay? You're gonna give one of these...
Dante looks at Sandra and at Zach. How are we similar?
Shut! Look, you're gonna give one of these to the whatever of her grower, and then Dante or you are gonna use the other one to communicate with them, and this way you can, like, keep talking even though you're all, like, on an adventure with us, yeah?
You got me really
we'd have our
excited
own-
about that.
Bro,
Yes!
like,
I solved
And the
it.
only
I
two
solved the
similarities
problem.
they have
dude,
with each other is they're
Gotta get
not
one to aim on.
human, and
no, it's gonna
they're not-
be great.
I mean, hey, well,
they're
I could buy you another one if you want right now.
Still, you know, it's gonna be great. Me having a sending stone, it's gonna be like random nights. Dante will just be like off on his own, just talking to like Fangal, like girl talk about things we've murdered. Like, so what you been up to?
Zach's just gonna fucking run back into the magic store, buy another set, and just
I'll
like
grab
run
the
back
sending
out.
stone myself.
Are you sure you don't want me to pay for it?
Well, I'll go with you.
Alright. It's gonna rush in there, just dragging Sandra behind to get another sending stone and give it to her. Another sending stone set, if they have one, somehow. It's been 3 days, come on.
This is a shit ton of sending stones.
Make an investigation check.
Fuck. Can Sandra assist me?
I'm gonna say Sandra wouldn't know, so
Why
no.
wouldn't I know?
Alright, let's just go with the check.
Alright, so Zach, you do remember that there is an alternate location where you can potentially find a sending stone. You go to the Thieves Guild that you were at prior, and they have some sending stones for you.
You
Of course they would.
Blessed crime. How much is it?
Same price, 750.
Alright, yeah, Zach's down for that. Let's go.
They also have a fuck ton of other items. It's still bustling.
Still
Huh.
busting.
Oh yes.
The hustle
They-
never stops.
By the way, I just realized something I want to do in the 3 days that we're waiting.
Yep, I was gonna ask you, what would you like to do?
Start taking a crack at that cannon, that electricity cannon.
Alright, go ahead and, were you going to, I'll say you find a spot in the Capitol building. Go ahead and make a tinkering check.
a tinkering check, which is just like an
Yes.
intelligence check.
You know, we
Yep,
have,
intelligence and proficiency.
we have a Capitol building map.
Very.
Yeah, that works. I'll
So-
take that.
You spend a good majority of the 3 days laying out as many parts as possible, labeling them, and attempting to figure out what this is and how everything fits together. And you start to scratch the surface on how to potentially assemble this. You got a lot of the bigger parts down, easy enough,
Lego building noise.
but
Hmm.
it is like a lot of the internals, with it being shoved into the bag of holding, stopped being internal. And so there's just a bunch of parts that you have to figure out how to put together. It's not hard to be like, okay, crystals go in these obvious crystal slots. This is where the sight would go. It's a lot of the, like, in some parts you're putting a puzzle together to get all of the sigil corrected. And then the trigger system, you're not like striking anything. The trigger, right now you have the trigger that you figured out how to put the trigger in. You don't know how to have it trigger anything. It's just this rounded trigger on the inside, and it doesn't connect to anything. And you
I mean,
don't.
at this point, it seems like it'd be easier to make my own trigger.
So you'd think, but you would assume that this probably worked before. If you start making modifications, then it can go a completely different direction.
Hmm. Well,
But-
time to just put it together in various ways until it fits.
You spend a lot of time attempting doing that. The first attempts that you have, you fit a lot of stuff together, but there's just this like pile of small parts on the side, and what's really getting you is that trigger. This is how you activate it. Nothing is activating.
Hmm.
There is no correspondence between the lightning crystals and the trigger that make the lightning crystals shoot. Also, all of the lightning crystals, they're all just inserted. They're not doing anything.
You're just sitting there.
Yep, you have placed a bullet into something that represents a chamber, but there is no
bang.
bottom. Yeah, there's no primer cap, etc. It is just a crystal that sits there. Imagine a bullet without the bullet casing. You put that into a gun and they have to make it shoot. Where's it?
I'm gonna take one. Oh, do I have any lightning crystals to spare?
There are a couple spare, yeah.
I'm gonna bonk one with a hammer, just a light bonk.
Define a light bonk. Like
Gravity.
Okay. Roll a
Looks
d20
like-
for me.
Okay, I'll gladly do that. And the funnest part is, if I fuck it up, I can just use my luck because I have that. It's just a d20 shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm okay
Okay.
with that.
You let the hammer fall, and it bonks, and there is a spark of lightning, and you think for a second, and you're like, okay, enough force that can definitely explode, and was probably not a good idea. You probably would have hurt yourself if it exploded, but
All for the purposes
even
of science.
even worse, if it would have exploded, it could have sent a lot of these smaller bits across the room, and then you might not have actually gotten everything back together.
Well, you know what? Noticing that, I'm gonna just take a listing of every single part I have.
Yeah, that's what you spend most of the 3 days doing, is just categorizing everything.
which is just things like, doohickey, dilly bob, lightning thingy, trigger, literally just a spring, I think.
Yep, there's a lot of like metal circles of various different sizes, just little metal circles. A bunch of what looks like really long stem mushrooms with tiny caps. A lot of different parts. And yeah, after the 3 days, you have everything categorized. You just... It doesn't make sense yet. But you know there's something there. Oh yes. You have already thought of like 5 more practical ways that you probably could have made something like this. But the theory is there for this as well as other things, what this thing could be, how you could just have made something better. But is it really about just making something better or making this work?
I need to outdo those stupid-ass gnomes.
Yeah, fuck them.
Right now, the gnomes have made something that's more complex than you.
I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
Bastards.
But you think you're so much better than the gnomes. The gnomes
Yes.
are a remarkable great species. I have partied with them.
Is Sandra, like, in my fucking workshop right now?
Yes.
I slowly turn to Sandra and just like, what are you doing in here?
She has a drink in her hand.
Hey Sandra, I think Dante was having a wet t-shirt contest outside.
He doesn't wear a shirt, though.
Yeah, and he is now.
So?
He's outside in a wet t-shirt.
You
Showing
just
off
wanna
his
leave, don't
abs.
you?
He's also grinding cheese on his abs.
You just want me to leave, don't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you want me to just leave, you can just ask.
Demare is in complete silence.
Sandra just walks right out of the room.
I didn't say nothing, she says to herself. She goes back to her work.
All right.
Fucking party selection.
Go ahead and roll a d20 for each of those.
Right.
What are you gonna do with a flying broom?
Fly.
On the
It'd be cool.
broom. Oof.
Boo. Look, I'm a warlock. I don't get many spells. I'm gonna take the magical artifacts if I can, you know?
Tons of spells. What happened to the fog spell?
Okay, I have tons of spells. I don't have many like fucking shots of them though. So it's like, alright, so today I can cast Fog Cloud or whatever, and then one other thing, and then it's just cantrips, which is cool, but you know. But yeah, those are my rolls.
Yeah, there's a broom of flying.
Flying broom.
A broom of flying.
Fucking okay, whatever, I'll go buy it.
All right, it's 5,000 gold pieces.
I'm just gonna look that up first. I just want a flying broom just because fun. Let's see.
Do you have to attune that, or is it for everyone?
It's a broom.
That
Actually,
flies.
damn, I guess it doesn't need a tournament. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna buy that. I have Zach stole money for a purpose. Okay, it's for helping everyone and themselves. So yeah, let's buy that one for myself, considering I bought a bunch of gifts anyway. Yeah, broom of flying. Rip the other thing, but whatever. Broom is cool. Broom was cooler than I thought it would be.
You are buying this from the Thieves Guild, mind you.
Poggers, let's go.
That guild do be thieving.
Bastards.
And then just like by the by, just gonna like
The goods aren't
fucking
clean.
hand Sandra, like just show Sandra the fucking cannon bead and go like, hey, check this out.
What? It's a marble.
What do you see in this?
I see a marble.
Look carefully.
Do I see anything?
A very small cannon is on the inside.
You put a miniature cannon in a marble?
I put a regular sized cannon in a marble.
What?
It's from the magic shop. Do you want it?
Explain it to me.
I bought the cannon. He put it in the marble for me. I wasn't expecting that one. I thought we could just put it on the ship, but okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we'll figure out what to do with this. Maybe
Okay.
maybe try to install it to the ship or something, or I don't know if you want to just deploy a cannon randomly in a dungeon sometime.
I gave up my lofty ambitions for the hand cannon a while ago, Zach.
I know. That's why we have it for the ship now.
Although, Lord of Cinders wouldn't be expecting a cannon.
Look, just get together with the
Wait a
mayor
minute,
at some point,
wait a
and
minute,
we'll figure out how to turn this thing into a hand cannon or something
Where's
if you want.
Dante?
Dante is vibing.
Dante plus cannon. He's probably the only one here who can lift it.
But would Dante want to use a cannon?
Yo, Dante!
Nah.
You want a cannon?
Can you aim?
I mean, I
Are you
kind of already
proficient in
had
cannons?
only these ones, and he does a fucking flex.
Anyway, that's a no.
Can
We'll
you-
get this. We
Can
get the
you
fit into the
lift a
ship.
full-sized cannon?
I haven't had to yet. I could try.
Let's see if we could fit it on the ship first before we do that.
Can you,
Regardless, I make no promises. I will see.
Can you like fit that back in the marble or
No, it's a single-use marble. He
one-time
said.
use? Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. So I want to put it on the ship at least before we do that.
All right, then maybe not in here because floorboards.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and if I don't know how much Dante's gonna do with the cannon, thinking upon it, but yeah, you could put it on the fit it to the ship or something if need be.
We could
Hey, at
Buy
the
some
very
cannonballs.
least, so long as if someone's able to fire the thing, if you just need me to move it, I can do my best to move it.
True. But yeah, well, I guess we'll have to end up. Yeah, we'll see something about that. Yeah. Honk. Honk honk.
Alright.
Alright, anything else? Anyone else? Yeah.
I am good.
I want to go home.
Where is home?
Sure, Thor.
Wanna ride the Thor?
Yes.
Got a ship. The mayor has ship. The mayor, would you ride us to Elvania?
You know there's a river route that goes to Shurthor first. Or, well, I don't know. It depends. Which one do you want to do first?
I don't know. I don't know the maps. Do I look like I know maps? I am a clown.
Sandra pulls out her map. What's the pointer fingers? There it is. Alright.
How do you get the pointer finger? What the fuck?
X.
X.
Oh.
Alright, so we start here, go down past the Isle of Iron, through Riverside. We'll go under the bridge. From here, go east. And
The idea is
south,
actually to go east here and
through
then
the
out
lake.
and around.
And there's a
Yeah,
small
what
trading
This way would be
post.
faster.
There's a small.
What?
That would be faster, but there is a small trading post where we can tie up the ship.
I'm pretty sure we can get enough rations or supplies on board to get us to Shurthor
Push comes
using
to
the Elvania route.
push comes to
I mean, I
shove. We
could also
can
just
stop in Riverside and resupply.
On that note, the mayor, how do you feel about attaching a cannon to the ship?
For me?
I have a cannon and a marble.
Oh my
I have a
gosh, that's so
cannon and a
cool.
Dante's willing to help lug it around if need be.
How'd you fit it in the marble?
Orc magic guy did it for me. He has mysterious ways I don't. The secret was the money we stole.
Of course.
Anyway.
If you two are done 1%ing,
This isn't even close to the 1%. You have no idea how bad we have it. I mean, collect.
I've heard that there are people
you looted
with
a
over
vault
1
and stole a
million
boat.
platinum.
Yes. This is still not close to the end what they
You really
steal
think
every day
pirates
from
are the
us.
1%?
Out of character, this is literally the sequel to Payday 2.
Yeah, we're still not that evil though.
Hey, Hunter. Hey, Hunter.
Yeah.
Hunter, guess what I got?
Well,
You'll never guess what I got.
I probably won't.
The car keys to the boat.
Oh, god dang it.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
I kept doing that joke, too!
Yeah, if Dante's willing to try to get that cannon installed before we set off, since we have an actual fucking harbor port, sort of. It's a dock. It's a tiny dock. We got workers. Shall we?
Yeah,
Hey.
Yes.
All hands say aye.
By all means.
Honk.
yeah, okay.
Zach hands over the marble
To who?
to the mayor to figure out where she's gonna throw it, I guess, for Dante to help move the cannon onto the ship.
I'm putting that owlbear plushie in my bag.
With my party knowledge, which part of the boat would probably be best?
Oh.
Here, right here, 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 here.
It's like a regular cannon, so.
Probably the side that does not have the keg.
Bear.
I put it on the side opposite of the keg.
Good idea.
How do you get it out?
Oh, you just throw and smash the marble, and it just automatically deploys.
It takes the marble, gently puts it on the ground, and with her full extended mechanical arm, bonks on it with the hammer.
You bonk the marble, it deploys the cannon exactly how you want it.
Oh,
Hey!
gosh.
I start
Wow.
tying it to the ship.
That was way faster than I thought it would be.
You fasten the cannon to the ship with your expert knowledge. That shit ain't going anywhere.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Damn it, did you have to pull a Midwest there? Yep, that's not going anywhere.
Demare takes one of the ropes
get
and
it.
twangs it.
It's a
Yep,
a
that ain't
Midwest
going
thing.
anywhere.
Whenever in the Midwest, when you strap something down, you have to look at it with your hands on your hips or slap it and say, yep, that's not going anywhere. If you don't, something's wrong with you.
I've learned something.
Me and Steve know it.
Yep.
I've learned something too.
I mean, it's true because
Meanwhile, here on the East Coast, we're normal.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Don't
let me
y'all
just
have
squeeze
canned
on
whole
by
chicken?
your sass.
Yeah, fucking canned chicken. What the hell?
Canned whole chicken.
Oh yeah, there's canned hams on the East Coast.
Where's my
Yeah.
canned bread?
Anyway, the
Anyway.
mayor.
Canned potatoes.
You wanna buy some supplies for the ship?
You want to buy some drugs?
Very much so, actually.
That was the whispering.
The mayor, please. You have the purse.
What?
Do you want to buy some supplies for the ship, like food and cannonballs and whatever?
Of course.
Please help me. Honk.
I'll also throw in a bit of extra money for supplies just so we can, not get the bare essentials and, like, get some halfway decent food and stuff.
Scatter, we're going to Albania and find a whatchamacalls, the whatever we're doing for Nicholas, and maybe find an actual, like, appraiser for the coins, actually. That was a thing. I don't think Ursula really has an appraisal guy. But more accurately, I want to get going eventually.
Yep, I just...
Oh, he left.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I accidentally closed Foundry. I was going to say it's gonna be a good. I wasn't anticipating you sailing. It's gonna be like 2.5 weeks to get via sailing going upriver. To get to your destination. There's gonna be a couple of stops on the way. I was gonna say, Demare needed to make a couple of rolls, and there was gonna be a couple of encounters, but
We can do that next time.
yeah, I guess that's a next time thing. As
God damn
you
it.
get to the swamp and need to not get stuck, and probably random encounter if you do.
Why didn't we just, like...
Well, still, we
So-
can stop off for now, and
Why didn't
continue
we
on with the
just-
actual traversing next time.
Well, hang on. Why didn't we just go, like, up and around?
I think we consider that to be a lot.
I mean, like along the east
The
coast.
coast?
Yeah, we
It's
head
because you cut
down-
off the bottom of the map, and
Also, we'd be-
everyone kind of
we'd be-
assumed that there'd be stuff down here.
Yeah,
there
we'd
is.
also be passing by
There's
like
the entire desert
place.
down there.
Like, okay, Hunter, what is this area called again? The one I'm pointing at?
Oh, that's the wilderness.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of figured that the sea next to the wilderness is kind of fucky or something.
It cuts through here. Boats pass through it all the time.
Okay, but like, let's be real. How safe is this area?
It's a coastline.
I mean, if it's fine, I guess.
You're asking the one person who hasn't sailed a lot.
I'm asking the person who made the map. Oh.
I don't make the rules of the sea. That's the DM's job.
And if I ever happen to have any knowledge on other parts of the sea.
I only ponder how our decision was made to go the route we did, besides it was the one we agreed to originally.
Why
but...
didn't we teleport?
Because boat. Boat cool.
Okay, one person threw out the idea of the boat. It takes 80 times as long.
Get to save on a
It's-
teleport scroll.
Legitimately, you could have teleported, and it would have taken 6 seconds. Instead, it is taking 16 days.
Get boat adventure.
Dante does not mind because he's just happy he's on water. And occasionally in the water when the boat stops.
Nicholas
I'm gonna
is just happy to
spend-
see the sights.
I'm gonna spend as much of those 2.5 weeks as I can below deck, going over
We
all
give-
the dragon research.
We give the canon purpose. We give one of our characters ability to use some of their main skills. We get a boat. We get a good transport for our money
which
that
actually-
we got.
It's actually quite nice because that gives Dante time to read through a bunch of the autopsy reports.
That too. Basically,
Oh, I forgot about the
we gave ourselves an excuse to get through the some of the
more world building, I
whatchamacallit
guess.
it, downtime stuff as we journey through.
There are
Done.
2 maps that I made for this session, and we saw neither of them.
I know, right? I legitimately thought that we were going to at least get to Albania, and then boat happened. I legitimately, all the stuff I had planned was circumnavigated, besides talking to the 2 shamans. You're supposed to speak to another chieftain, the dwarf. That's not happening. Optional, you speak to the Casselian chieftain. Didn't expect any interaction with Winter City. But, which, by the way, you fucking passed that check so hard. Like, I was like, fuck it. Well, they're gonna search your ship, but, fucking no reason to invade your privacy. You're a chieftain.
Yeah, it's like, bro, I'm a
Exactly.
chieftain. Fuck
Respect
off.
my authority.
Leave me
Yeah.
alone.
That's essentially that happened. You rolled like a fucking 23 or something, and it's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
all right, yeah, you have enough sway. They're not doing shit to you. They're
There
gonna
was a
take
light
you at
show
face
or
value.
something over there. It's fine.
Yeah, so I decided to just fucking hand wave that encounter. Like both you and Zamir pass your rolls. The roll of like, all right, who are these fuckers? Which they're like, all right, they know what they're doing. They seem semi-respectable. They have the captain's presence, and then your persuasion. I'm just like, yeah, that's good enough. You fucking overpassed the fucking DC.
On the plus side, we have more material for next time in the form of the other maps.
Yes, we can definitely.
We did it. My mission is complete. My inadvertent mission.
Yep.
Mission side quest complete.
Delay the game.
Yep, it's a thing. Anyway, let's do some conversation castle.
Yeah.
I was really looking forward to this.
Hey, I have more time to actually not hopefully be depressed and can work on notes.
Yes.
I want compliments on my notes. I worked so hard.
Just DM things, isn't that right, Hunter?
Yep.
I still have notes that haven't been looked at. Like my game document, I have some fucking notes that never have even been referenced.
Compliment my interactive maps. I worked really hard on that. I pulled 2 all-nighters, for God's sake, mate.
Honey, we're proud of you.
No, you're not. You didn't even know that I was doing it.
And I can still be proud of you, even if I don't know.
This episode of Dungeons & Dorkheads is over. Bye.